you're here for your HIIT yoga. It's the usual format, 3 rounds, 4 different movements. You're working out for 45 seconds, 25 seconds in between each movement while I demo the next bit, and then a minute's rest in between each round. So we'll just begin with a quick warm up to get started. So if you find yourself in the center of your mat in Tadasana, feet are hip distance apart, and we'll just begin by rolling the shoulders back and down. We'll do maybe 5 circles backwards, and then 5 circles forwards. When you've done 5 circles in both directions, just come back to center. Inhale as you lift one arm up, reaching up tall, extend all the way over to the opposite side. Inhale back to center, exhale as you reach over to the opposite side. Switching over the arms. So we're just going to take 3 rotations each side, feeling that stretch in that side body. Last one. And then take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, and we're going to wrap the arms around the body as we twist to look behind. So we're going to go for 5 or 6 rotations in both directions, finding that length as you come through the midline. Last one each side, and then come all the way back to center. We're going to soften the knees now. Inhale as you extend the arms up above the head, and as you exhale, hinge at the hips and come all the way down into your Uttanasana forward fold. So think about drawing the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor. Then you can just gently take opposite hand to opposite elbow, swing from side to side, bounce up and down. Think about really drawing the spine out of the lower part of your back, so out of your pelvis, and stretching it across those thighs. Take a few deep breaths, and then take the hands all the way to the floor. From here, we're going to walk the feet all the way to the back of the mat. Find your down-facing dog position. Spread the fingers, press the chest through the arms, crown of the head towards the floor, soften the knees and just gently pulse through the arms, opening up that thoracic spine, taking a few deep breaths, and then we'll gently begin to extend through the feet as well. So pedaling from side to side, opening up those calves, those hips, those hamstrings, coming to still with the upper back. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, come to neutral, and then when you're ready, we're going to take right foot outside of right hand. We're going to reach the heart forwards. As we inhale, we're going to lift the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, see if you can tap the elbow to the floor. Option to drop the knee to the floor if you need to. And then replace the hand, step back to your down-facing dog, and then left foot comes outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow to the floor, replace the hand, step back to down-facing dog. We're going to do 3 of those on each side. Just moving at your own pace. If the elbow doesn't tap the floor, don't worry, just reach as far as mobility allows. And just take it nice and slow for this first round. This is your first set of the day. Get into that groin, get into those hips. When you've done 3 each side, replace the hand, step back to your down-facing dogs. And then when you're ready, we'll take a vinyasa. So we're going to inhale as we roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Option to use the knees, of course, as always. Inhale, press all the way up to cobra. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down-facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold, and then heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale, lift all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. As you exhale, come down into the bottom of that garland pose. So take a moment there just to open up the hips, rock from side to side, and then when you're ready, left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, release, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the left. Exhale, release, both hands to the floor. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Find your plank position. Option to drop the knees if you need to. And then we're going to take another vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, push back to down facing dog. We're going to do one more lizard lunge each side. So we're going to take right foot outside of right hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Left foot outside of left hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. We're going to take another vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale as you come all the way up. Extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale as you come all the way down into the bottom of your garland pose. When you're ready, left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the left. Replace the hand, heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. One last vinyasa to finish. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Option now to step or hop to the front of the mat. Finding yourself in Uttanasana one last time. An opportunity to just take that ragdoll variation if you want to. Release off the lower back. Get into those legs. And then when you're ready, inhale, come all the way up. Extended Tadasana. Exhale, release the arms. Shake it all out. You should be feeling pretty warm. So, we've got our, it's the second week of this second workout, so we're at week 5. I'm just going to pop on the clock, so the speaker, and I will start there we go. So before I start the clock, I'll demonstrate the first one. We're going to come down into a prone position. So this first round is all focused on your upper body, and it's going to start building strength in that shoulder girdle range. So finding yourself in a prone position, forehead on the floor, and we're just going to take a simple prone snow angel. So arms are going to reach out in front of you. Lift the hands off the floor 2 inches or so, palms facing down. Take the hands all the way out to the side, find that T-shaped position. Flip the palms to the ceiling, and then bring them all the way back behind. See if you can reach right behind your back without touching it. Keep the hands lifted and then come all the way up and around the same way you went down. So we're just going to take it nice and slow. The slower you do this, the harder those muscles are going to work. So I will set the clock now. You have 10 seconds. So set yourself up in that prone position. And then when you're ready, begin. So hands come off the floor and you're going to reach all the way around in that T-shaped position, keeping them hovered, and then bring them all the way back behind you. If for any reason you are finding this easy, you could add a small weight to this next week if you want to build and increase on the intensity of this particular movement. So if you have any little 1 kilo dumbbells, a bottle of water, small plates, whatever you've got. You have less than 12 seconds left on the clock, so see if you can do at least 2 or 3 more for me. And then we are on to the next movement. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement is a simple down facing dog to press up. So you're going to find yourself in that down facing dog position. Option 1, you can come through to that plank, drop the knees, take a small press, and then press back to down facing dog. Option 2, you're going to come through into that plank, come all the way down to the floor, use the knees then to push yourself back up. And option 3, you're going for that full press. So you're exhaling to come down, inhaling to push up, exhaling to push back. Inhale, roll forward, exhale, press, inhale up, exhale back. Take it slow. Think about winging of your shoulders. So if you need to, take those knees to the floor and keep that nice position through the upper body. Keep moving all the way to the end. You're over halfway, so see if you can match the same number of reps. Maybe get 1 or 2 more
10
in.
seconds.
With 10 seconds to go. And in 3, 2, 1, relax.
Yes.
The next movement is an inchworm. So we're going to come from the back of our mats in an upright position, walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, and then find our planching plank. So you're going to shoot those shoulders forwards over those fingertips. Hold the 3, 2, 1, and then walk the hands all the way back. Come back to that inchworm and repeat. If you want to make this harder, you can take those hands even further and start to work into the core, and then walk the hands all the way back, depending on how slippery your floor is. So I would just pancake out on that. So just go as far as you feel comfortable. If you want to work more of the upper body, planche the shoulders over the fingertips. If you want to work more of the core, go into that full inchworm, where you're reaching as far forwards as you can before then walking your hands all the way back. You're over halfway.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left on the clock, and 1 movement left of this round. And rest.
Rest.
The next movement is a simple plank walk. So option to do this on your knees or in that plank position, and you're simply going to come down onto your forearms and then back up onto your hands, rotating in alternating directions with every round. So set yourself up in that plank position. Option to do this on your knees. Remember, keeping shoulders, hips and knees all in one line. So making sure that core is engaged as you do this. Don't do it from this tabletop position, because that is easy and your bum will end up piking in that plank. Nice work. You can always, if you want a halfway house, do the down onto the forearms, and then if you need to, drop the knees to press back up, just like that down facing dog push up that we did. It just helps you get back up on that harder section.
10 seconds.
You have less than 10 seconds left on the clock. You're doing so well. Work all the way to the end. And relax. Well done, ladies. That's your upper body finished. So grab some drink, grab some water. It's feeling particularly hard today. I don't know whether it's because it's muggy outside and I can't catch a breath. We've got the windows open. It seems the air feels thick. But alright, the next round is your lower body round. So the first movement of that round is a goddess knee tap. So you're finding yourself in that wide leg stance, so slightly wider than squat, sitting back into that goddess pose as far down as you can, tapping the knee, and then coming back up, keeping low throughout. So try not to lift the hips as you rotate from side to side. At halfway, you might want to shake your legs out and then reset. So set yourself up. We've got 5 seconds left on the clock of rest. It goes quick. And when you're ready, sit back and down. Find that goddess pose, and then take one knee to the floor, come back to center, other knee to the floor, come back to center. So you're just rotating side to side, keeping your pelvic girdle in can't think of the words today. You're keeping it tension in your pelvic girdle, so you're staying nice and low, stabilizing those hips, working those glutes. Nice work. Really good. You can put the hands on your head, together, on your hips, wherever you need to. Work all the way to the end. And then in 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement is a simple chair hold. So we're going to find ourselves with our feet hip distance apart, and then sit back and down into our heels, keeping that tailbone tucked under, ribs drawn down to the pelvis. We're going to hold for 15 seconds, rest for 10, and then hold for another 15 seconds. So set yourself up. I'll do this one with you, and in 3, 2, 1, inhale to lift, exhale, sit back into your heels. Hold. You've got 10 seconds down, 5 to go, and in 3, 2, 1, lift. You can hold it for the whole time if you want. Shake those legs out and set yourself up again. And in 3, 2,
halfway there.
1, lower. Sit back into those heels. Keep that tailbone tucked under. Can you go any lower this time? Hold. And when you're ready,
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, lift and shake. Well done. Nice work, holding it all the way to the end. We've just got 2 more movements left. So we're back to those single glute bridges. So you're just going to lift the bum up, squeeze at the top, and then lower slowly all the way back down. Shoot back up, lower all the way back down for a count of 3. If you want to make this harder, remove one leg from the floor and do alternating single glute leg bridges. So really focus on that shooting up, squeezing the glutes at the top, lifting the hips up high, and then lowering all the way down. See if you can just brush the floor rather than let the whole body sink into the floor and lose tension. So try and keep that tension all the way throughout the movement.
Halfway
you are
there.
over halfway. So see if you can match the same number of reps as you've just done. Or even add that single leg test
10
in.
seconds.
So see how you do with that one. You have 5 seconds left. 2, 1, relax. The next movement is warrior 1 to warrior 2. So you're going to set yourself up in that warrior stance. Inhale to lift the arms up, sink into that warrior 1 lunge. From here, you're just going to inhale to lift, exhale to lower to warrior 2. Inhale to lift and twist, exhale warrior 1. So inhale to lift and twist, exhale to lower. You're simply just using that front leg. So set yourself up, and at halfway, we'll switch to the other side. So you're inhaling to lift and twist, exhaling to lower. Think about squeezing those glutes as you do this, so that your body stays vertically upright. No leaning forwards or back. You're coming up to halfway, so step forwards, switch sides,
halfway there.
Step back, and then see if you can match the same number of reps on the other leg. You may need to work a little bit faster, or maybe
10 seconds.
pace it a little bit slower. Work all the way to the end. This is your last movement. And rest. Nice work. Take on some water. You have your final cardio round left, so make sure you are hydrated. And I will demonstrate the next movement. So the first movement of the next round is a goddess squat. So we're going to find ourselves in that wide leg stance. As we did the previous round, sit back into that goddess pose. Arms can go out to the side in that cactus position. You're then going to jump, bring the legs in slightly and come down to the squat. So you're going to go slightly wider and then back to squat. So take your time. Arms overhead or arms on the hips, it's up to you. You have 15 seconds, so enjoy your rest. And then we'll begin. So 10 seconds left on the clock. Set yourself up in that wider stance. If you need to, you can always step in and step out. So pick your pace. Sit back into that goddess and then sit down into that squat. You could bring the hands together at the top and bring them down to the heart in the squat. So keep using those glutes. Try and keep those torsos nice and upright. This is really going to burn on the legs. I'm sorry. It's good for you. Think of those bums. 15 seconds left on the clock. See if you can get 3 more of each in before the timer goes. And then we are working our way down to the floor. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. From here, you've got the option of just a simple tuck crunch to begin with, or you can come into that boat option. So finding yourself in tuck, either single leg extensions or double leg boat tuck crunches. Yogi's choice. Hands can go on the floor or off the floor, just focus on engaging that core and not sinking into that
Let's
lower
go.
back. So set yourself up, find that tuck position and begin. You will find that your compression zone, so your quads and your hips, will probably begin to hurt far quicker than your core. You are coming up to halfway, so take note of the number of reps you've just done and then
Halfway
see if
there.
you can match that. Go all the way to the end. You only have 2 more movements left and then you are done with high intensity training for today.
10 seconds.
Hopefully. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. The next movement is an alternate lunge to knee raise. So you're going to step back or step forwards, tap the knee to the floor, shoot the knee up and step back. At half time, we'll switch sides. So just stepping back into that lunge, lifting that knee at half time. We'll switch sides, bringing that knee up and through. So the faster you do this,
Let's go.
the more you're going to work out. So if you need to, take a slightly wider stance in that lunge to steady your balance. Take it at your own pace. If that knee tucks too much, just go for the simple step backs or step forwards in those lunges. You're over halfway, or coming up to.
Halfway there.
If you want to switch it up, you could almost step forwards, knee tuck, and then step back, knee tuck. Whatever you want to do, work all the way to
10
the end. You've got 10 seconds left. And one final movement. Well done, girls. Keep going all the way. Brilliant work.
Rest.
Nice job. The last movement is a simple burpee. So you're going to find yourself in the center of your mat. You're going to jump down, find that plank position, take a press, and then jump back up. Clap as you jump in the air. If you want to, you can step down and step to the middle, jump, or you can step down, find your knees, press,
Next round.
and step up. So find a progression that works for you. You want to get that bounce out and bounce in, or step out and step in, and then jump for that audible clap at the top to finish. Nice work. Really good.
Halfway there.
Nice work. These are quite intense, so just take it easy. You're over halfway. See if you can match the same number of reps as what you've just been
10
doing.
seconds.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, rest. Go and grab some water. Find yourself at the back of your mat and find yourself in extended child's pose to start lowering that heart rate. So sitting at the back of your mat, reaching the hands forwards, bring the forehead to the floor, and just take attention to your breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take 3 deep breaths. And then on your next inhale, think about reaching the hands forwards. As you exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the left. Feel that stretch in the right side body. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then walk the hands all the way back to the center. And then as you exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the right. And again, one more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly walk the hands all the way back to center again. From here, come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to swivel ourselves around into a seated position now on our mats. Bringing yourself into a simple seated forward fold. So legs are straight out in front of you. Pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you fold forwards over the legs, reaching nose towards toes. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. Slide your bum down towards your heels, come onto your back, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them in tight, just rock from side to side, enjoy that gentle back massage. And then take your toes to the floor, keep the heels lifted. Arms go out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, and then just drop the knees from side to side as you release off the lower back. Unravel the spine, massage the hips and the glutes. One more each side. And then just gently bring the knees back into the center again. Hug them in tight, rock from side to side one last time. Enjoy that gentle massage on the lower back. And then whenever you're ready, roll over onto the right side of your body and come all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in a seated position in the center of your mat, take a nice deep breath in as you lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. As you exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead. Kind thoughts to the lips, kind words to the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.